Since lunch, had a bit of trouble. Gordo's knees playing up, which is a worry. He can hardly walk. We're pretty worried. I don't reckon he can make it out. So we might have to exit off the range, I think would be the plan. We do have a sat phone. We could call a chopper if we really had to, but I think we'll try and exit off the range and take his load so he doesn't have anything to carry. Yeah, it's a bit of a downer. So welcome to day 5, Franklands. Very wet, rainy night. We're here at the Cupola campsite now. Really blew a gale last night. A lot of rain. Got here about 4 o'clock. About 4 o'clock. And have been pretty much tent bound since because of the weather. So, Craig?
Is that turned on?
Yeah.
Recording?
You're a television, Craig.
Yeah. We're looking forward to resting our bodies today. Just about to have a coffee, which is always a morning treat.
Coffee. Dessert for breakfast.
For breakfast, a bit
That.
of muesli and fruit.
Fruit salad muesli. Nice. It's all happening over here at Cupola.
Yep. So, here at the Cupola campsite, rest day, officially on the planned itinerary, was a rest day at Citadel. Instead, we're here at Cupola. Ferg and I are just heading up the Cupola here. Up here. It's been very misty, very rainy. But we're actually going up there to try and find a route off the range so we can get Gordo down with his bad knee. It's pretty bad, he can't walk. We're going to have to take most of his load out of his pack and get off the range. We think this is probably the best place to do it. So I reckon we can find a route off. We're just going to have a look today. We're going to give ourselves 2 days to get off the range. It's about 3 k's down to the lakeside from here where we are, but it'll be very scrubby. Be a lot of bush bashing, I reckon, and we've got a guy with a crook leg, so we'll give ourselves a good 2.5 days to get down. Put us at the rendezvous mid-Saturday. We've got to also call the guys on the sat phone, tell them that the rendezvous point has changed altogether. They're going to have to launch the boat from a different spot also, so there's quite a bit of logistics to all this. We're going to have to call, make a phone call, figure a route off the range, and hopefully it all locks into place and comes together. Just off the front side of Cupola, overlooking Lake Pedder. Just had a bit of a bush bash down here, looking for routes off the range, like I said earlier. Looks like we're off the front of Cupola at the moment, but it looks like a pretty clear route to go across the saddle there. Scrubby saddle, that'll be hard work, but once we're up on top of there and follow the ridge lines down, I think it should be pretty clear going to the lake. Agree, Craig?
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just thinking now whether we go for a bit more of an explore through that big scrub or just take it full on tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty clear over that side, and I'm pretty sure, like, if you look at all the other hills off the range here, they're all pretty clear on the ridges running down to the plains below. So there we can see where we've come from, Coronation Peak, which we climbed the other day, you'll recall. That's where we camped the other night, just over there, and that little bit up in there.
What are you doing, Mauser? What are you doing out there?
What?
What are you doing out there?
It's washing my hair.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What?
I was going to say, but I'm glad that you're giving yourself a little clean.
Woo!
Hi, welcome back to day 5. Had a pretty lazy day. Did some reading and went for a walk up the Cupola as you saw before. It's now about bit after 6, and we're just cooking dinner. It's got really windy and really rainy again, so it's a bit difficult cooking dinner in these conditions, but you'll see Gordo here's having a crack, getting the pasta on the go, pesto to have with it. But it is blowing a gale and beautiful. Still trying to cook dinner, and the rain's really come in now. It's quite loud. blowing us about here at the Cupola, but yeah, bit of fun. Hi, welcome back to day 6 at Cupola camp again today. Just after our rest days today, Gordo resting his ankle. After our little scout around yesterday, weather got pretty bad, and last night it was really windy. A lot of rain, a lot of wind. It was quite scary there for a while. The tent held up alright, as you can see, but I was quite surprised. I thought it might blow away at one stage, but it held up pretty well. Boys just getting ready there. So just about to head off Cupola. I just packed up the tent, found it during the night. One of the tent poles got pretty badly bent, which I thought had occurred, but held up alright the tent, but the tent pole's pretty much stuffed, so it'll last the trip out, but we'll have to get a new one after that. Gordo's knee, we're hoping fares well today. We've built a walking pole for him. None of us brought walking poles. Old tent pole that we've got packed that we haven't used, so we found a use for it. And we'll get out of this cold place because it is getting very cold up here. Working down through the scrub of the Cupola. No tracks around here, I tell you, not even a pad. So just continuing bashing off the Cupola. That's where we've come from up there. Go up the other side here. So hopefully we'll knock it all over in about an hour and a half. A few signs that someone's been here before. The old tin there. Someone else has beaten through this track before, Ferg.
Yeah, Ian Lancaster used to love. Oh, Keith Lancaster used to love his full cream milk.
Has it got an expiry date on there?
Best before, it says on the bottom of the can. Can you see that there?
I wonder if it's Y2K.
Not seeing it.
No.
How do you like the bush bash, Ferg? Gordo?
Good. Yeah, no, it's alright.
Yeah. Ferg, do you enjoy it?
I do. It's
we're calling Ferg Tractor after that effort to
real
plough the way through.
To smash through and not get frustrated with the bush. You've got to be a peace with it, friends with the bush.
Is that where you're going to be?
Yeah.
This is what we're negotiating currently. Is this thick scrub.
She's thick.
She's very thick. You up through there, Ferg?
Can you hear me? Hello.
Where are you?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Ferg.
Ferg is in just there. See him? He's only about 5 metres ahead of me. Still traversing off the ridge off Cupola. We've made our way down to the lower hills above Lake Pedder, so we've got pretty good progress. We shouldn't have any trouble getting to the lake today. Going for a couple of hours. Gordo's knee's holding up well. I'm just going to have some lunch very shortly. Weave our way over here and over that pile of rocks for lunch so we can get a good view. We're probably going to drop down the other side of there, down that ridge there, drop down to a little bay that we think's on the other side. So now lakeside at Lake Pedder, made it down the ridge line up behind me there. We've just set up a nice tarp, tent, right by the lake, with a creek over there flowing in the lake for water. And we might even go for a swim here. We've got tomorrow now to just fart ass around and wait for the guys on the boat on Saturday morning. So Saturday morning, last day of the walk, the official last day of the walk. We're just waiting here beside the lake for our pickup from the boys. We're just packed up here. This is where we camped. Where our tent was there. Bits and pieces. I lost my sunglasses in there somewhere yesterday when I went for a swim, and I can't find them now. Right, on board the boat now, making our departure from our campsite for the last 2 nights here at Lake Pedder. Gordo is back in the captain's seat. Equilibrium seems restored. So, another walk comes to an end. Heading back to Strathgordon. End of a successful trip. Slight reroute obviously with the injury, but we fought through it well and navigated our way off the range, and all in all, pretty good trip. You'll see from the video and the photo. So this is Mauser signing off from another trip into the Franklands 2014. Let's say goodbye to our crew. Craig Ferguson. How'd you go?
Yeah, really well. Enjoyed every minute of it. Thanks very much to you, Mauser. Thanks, Gordo. Yeah, thanks, Mauser.
Well, welcome back, boys, and our support crew, Webbo and Mike, and we're going to head off back to Strathgordon now. Let's go!